All right. Hello and welcome, everybody, to, the pregame of the doubleheader. We're going to have an opening ceremony here before everything starts. We're waiting on the game at Pete Lean to finish. They're currently in the 7th inning. Once they're done, those sweaty kids, going to be rushed over here, and we'll have our little opening ceremony. After that, doubleheader. Hardhats versus Westco, Hardhats versus Miles City. All the Westco people are here. All the other people are here, wearing all their jerseys. We're gonna do like a big diamond thing where we're all wearing the jerseys, and it'll be cute. I will be filming all of that. I won't be broadcasting it, but there you go. So right after that, the Hardhats will take to the field, and we'll have our game. So I'll give you some lineups right now. In the meantime, all right, so here are the lineups. Leading off for post 22 is third baseman Aiden Roberts. Right fielder Carter Johnson is batting second. Center fielder Harry Good is in the 3-hole. Cleanup, first baseman Alex Dietrich. Playing second and batting fifth is Hayden Hollick. The designated hitter Aaron Roach bats sixth. Tate Crossway will be at the 7, playing left field. The catcher will be Josh Elder tonight at the 8-hole, and shortstop Wilson Kiefer will be playing second leadoff, aka 9-hole, with Jaden Moreno on the mound. So to repeat, top 3 for the Hardhats. Third baseman Aiden Roberts, right fielder Carter Johnson, center fielder Harry Good. The middle 3, first baseman Alex Dietrich, second baseman Hayden Hollick, designated hitter Aaron Roach. And the bottom 3, left fielder Tate Crossway, catcher Josh Elder, and shortstop Wilson Kiefer with Jaden Moreno on the mound. Westco lineup. Leading off for them, going to be the second baseman, Michael Villagram, followed by the designated hitter, Moy Panduro. Then the left fielder, Yarel Mendez, going to be at the 3-hole. Cleanup is shortstop, Carter Riesig. Third baseman, Blake Grasmick, will be 5th. The first baseman, Ryan Hinman, will be at the 6-hole. Catcher, Dawson Barrett, will be 7th. Right fielder Carter Meyer will be 8th. And at the 9 is center fielder Sam Bolin, with Oscar Felix, the starter today for the Zephyrs. So to repeat, for the Zephyrs, their starting lineup. Second baseman, the first 3. Second baseman Michael Villagram, designated hitter Moy Panduro, and left fielder Yarl Mendez. The middle 3. Shortstop Carter Riesig, third baseman Blake Grasmick, and first baseman Ryan Hinman. And the bottom 3. Catcher Dawson Barrett, right fielder Carter Meyer, and center fielder Sam Bolin, with Oscar Felix on the mound. So, there you go. I will be taking away the scoreboard now. You can have it back when we're done with the opening ceremony. I'm not punishing you. This is just something I need to do. We're still waiting on that game at Pete Lean to finish. I believe they also have a doubleheader tonight, the Stars. Everything got pushed back so much today. Sadly, the flyover that was scheduled did get canceled. It'll happen tomorrow, but the B1 flyover is not going to happen tonight. It's tough. I know. Everybody was looking forward to it, but it'll happen. It's just going to be tomorrow, not today. And here, coming into the stadium, are the 320 Stars and Shooters. So we should be ready to go any minute now. Because I think they made up 2 of the slowpokes. And down comes the sliders and the Harrisburg Gold. All right, so I'm gonna give this back. Okay, I'll come back for you. Igor. Everybody, we have opening ceremonies for the 5th annual Black Hills Veterans Classic.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the opening ceremony for the 5th annual Westco Zephyrs Classic. We want to thank everyone for all the people who put to the beautiful Westcos. And this time we're going to introduce all 17 teams. And to do that, we'll introduce to you now the City Mayor, the Honorable Casey Sullivan. Well, thank you. How's everybody doing today? I'm told I'm supposed to come up here, but I'm not wearing a pitch. But hey, it's great to be here today. Thank you, everybody, for attending. A special shout out to all our veterans that are here today. If you're a veteran, would you rise and be recognized? This country is a great country, and it's only great because of men and women who served and protected our great country. And we're honored to be here today and to celebrate this tournament with you. Thank you to all the organizers of this event, or this tournament, I should say. It's been great, I know, and I look forward to a great weekend. So I'm here to introduce all of the teams. And so we're going to get this started off. We're going to start with the hometown teams. Post 22 Hardhats. Next up, the Post 320 Stars. The Post 22 Expos. The Post 320 Shooters. Next up, Sturgis. Fox Elder representing Post 315. Harrisburg Gold. And Harrisburg Maroon. Also, let's welcome Huron. Huron, welcome. And Laramie. Cheyenne. Welcome to Cheyenne. Next up, Sheridan. Please welcome Scottsbluff. Miles City. Welcome, Miles City. Gary, welcome. And Alliance. Last but not least, the Mount Michael Knights. This is a little intimidating to be surrounded by all this great talent. But please give it up for all of our teams here today. We're so glad that you're here. Thank you all so much. God bless you. Let's have a great time. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Since the players are finished lining up, we'll get set with our national anthem. The colors will be presented tonight. The honor guard presented by Ellsworth Air Force Base. And our national anthem will be performed by Hayden Vance. Please be standing for the closing of the time. Thank you. Thank you. Now the Sergeant is down. We're honored to have Master Sergeant Benjamin Funk of the 28th Security Forces Squadron at Ellsworth Air Force Base to throw out the ceremonial first pitch. He's been a key piece in helping State Government. Thank you for all your assistance in the process of your service. Go Zephyrs, good night for base.
I'm back. All right. So a good opening ceremony. So you guys like? I thought it went pretty smoothly. So, all right. We should be all good to go. Westco and the Hardhats should be ready. I don't think they need to practice anymore. At least they shouldn't have to. And they're headed out. For some reason, River is right behind. Oh, never mind. They're going to practice a little more. Look at Phillip. He's so agile. Your scoreboard is back now. You've been on your best behavior. I like the splash of color. I've never seen these before. I've never seen these jerseys. First time I've seen them wear them. Looks like a all-body rendition of the powder blues we have, which I think are our best jersey. But hey, they might look really good under the night lights though, all shiny and whatnot. I could absolutely see that. So I suppose we're gonna start like 6:05. Yeah, the Expos had these kind of jerseys. Good point. When they played last year, the Expos were these kind of things. I actually thought it was the Expos coming in, and then I looked at all the faces and I saw Phillip's starter jacket. I'm like, no, that's definitely him. But yeah, very similar to the ones that the Expos wore in the tournament final game last year. Where instead of having the white surrounding the letters, it's kind of just red on blue. But Zephyrs and Hardhats. Hardhats enter the game 1-0. So these are not the updated standings, but they're close. Sorry, wrong photo. So since this moment, the Knights have won a game over the Harrisburg Maroon. So the Maroon are now 1-2. They sit down there with the Shooters and Huron. The Knights are still on the top. Says that I bet the Harrisburg Gold have won a game, and it seemed like they were playing maybe the Sliders? No, they would have been playing Laramie. That's it. So Harrisburg and Laramie played. Somebody won there, but that's on the other side, so it's not like a crazy big deal. The Expos won today over the Sliders. It was a close one, needed a quick comeback, and they did so. But the Hardhats trailing the Sixers right now, only because, I mean, they're both undefeated, but if you're wondering what that third number is, that one after the record, that is the runs allowed per innings pitched. That is the secondary tiebreaker after wins and head-to-head, which, considering the Sixers and Hardhats will not play each other head-to-head, that's the one that'll decide who goes to the championship game. The Sixers have pitched shutouts, but they've only pitched like, what was it? They've only pitched 10 innings, and they have 2 more games. The Hardhats have already pitched 7. The Sixers don't have a lot to dilute things, but the Hardhats need to keep it pretty low scoring in this game. They also want to win it, obviously. If they can go 4-0, it's still a success. They can go undefeated in the tournament, but they might not win it all. The Expos 2-0 yet again. Last year they went 4-0 in pool play. They'll have to play the ETC Knights Black team tomorrow morning and Sheridan. 2 tough teams. We'll see how that plays out for them. They have a chance to do it again. So yeah. So the way this works, the 1 seed on the 1 seed line, so it would be Sixers and Knights. They would play each other on Friday or on Sunday for the championship. Then it would be Hardhats Expos right now. It should be really funny, just like an inter-squad scrimmage. They would play each other for the 2. Then Zephyrs and Gold would play for the 3. Sheridan and Maroon play for the 4. Pelts and Pelts and Stars would be for the 5. Then 6. Then 7. Then 8. And then whoever's last in the Pete lane just has to go home, I guess. But considering who's at the bottom right now, it won't be that far a drive. You know, Sturgis, Box Elder, less than an hour. So, yeah, that's how that works. Igor, you were asking who was the big bats this year. Here is the answer. Pretty much nobody left from last year's team. Zeke Farley was gone. Zeke Farley is gone. Palmer Jacobs are gone. They're gone. Rich Inhofer gone. Those are 3, everyday, well, sort of everyday guys. Dom McKnight also gone. But pretty much the lineup here, like, Josh Elder and Carter Johnson are starting. Otherwise, 8 of the 9 players normally in the lineup were on the varsity squad last season, including Harry Good, the first team All-State selection, who is back and batting third tonight. Eli Kelly, the relief pitcher slash starter, first team All-State selection in the bullpen. Lee Negebauer, Hayden Leidy, both of them are back on the mound. And then finally the second team All-State selection, Alex Dietrich, still the cleanup man. Hollick right behind him. And so, yeah, Hayden Roberts also back. Kiefer back as well. You've got pretty much last year's squad, which finished, I believe, 44-21 going into the tournament. And this one is now 15-8. They've won their last 5 in a row. And that's a very strong 15-8. The teams they've lost to, they lost 3 to Cheyenne. They lost to some Billings teams that routinely win state. They dropped 1 to Sheridan, which, you know, they're probably going to be in the top 3 in that Pete Lean. They're a pretty good team. And other than that, it's been pretty seamless. We dropped a weird 1 to Missoula. But we got a win over Billings that day, so, you know, you take it. Have never been swept in a series. Have swept a series 5 in a row. Coming into the tournament, they had an aggregate score of 50 to Zipperoni on their previous 4 wins. That's Spearfish and Sturgis. But yeah. Maybe 608, maybe. I'll refresh everybody on the lineups for those of you that are tuning back in now. Leading off for the Hardhats, third baseman Aiden Roberts. Right fielder Carter Johnson's batting second. Center fielder Harry Good at the 3-hole. Cleanup, first baseman Alex Dietrich. Second baseman Hayden Hollick bats 5th. Designated hitter Aaron Roach at the 6th. Playing left, Tate Crosswade is batting 7th. The catcher today will be Josh Elder. He'll be 8th in the lineup. And shortstop Wilson Kiefer will be at the 9-hole with Jaden Moreno on the mound. So, repeat the first 3 for the Hardhats. Third baseman, Aiden Roberts. Right fielder, Carter Johnson. Center fielder, Harry Good. The middle 3, first baseman, Alex Dietrich. Second baseman, Hayden Hollick. And designated hitter, Aaron Roach. And the bottom 3, left fielder, Tate Crossway. Catcher, Josh Elder. And shortstop, Wilson Kiefer, with Jaden Moreno on the mound. Westco's lineup. Leading off for them, second baseman, Michael Villagram. Then the designated hitter, Moy Panduro, will be batting second. He's been the star of this team so far. Yarel Mendez will be playing left and batting third. Cleanup is shortstop, Carter Riesig. Third baseman, Blake Rasmick, will be at the 5-hole. First baseman, Ryan Hinman, batting 6th. Batting 7th, the catcher, Dawson Barrett. Right fielder, Carter Meyer will be at the 8th, and center fielder Sam Bolin will be 9th, with Oscar Felix on the mound, one of the better pitchers for this Westco team, if I remember correctly. So, recap, the first 3 for Westco. Second base, Michael Villagram. Designated hitter, Moy Panduro, and left fielder Yarl Mendez. The middle 3, shortstop, Carter Riesig. Third baseman, Blake Rasmick. First baseman, Ryan Hinman. And the bottom 3, catcher, Dawson Barrett. Right fielder, Carter Meyer. And center fielder, Sam Bolin, with Oscar Felix on the mound. We are ready to go. Oh, I bet. That was... I told Harry after the game that is a moment he should have framed in every house he ever lives in. I don't think it gets much better than that. We'll have the firecracker again later this year. All right. You know, like Kelly walking around. Gonna play some catch with Tate out there and left. Plenty of graduates this last week. Shout out to all of them. Lee Negebauer, Hayden Hollick, Alex Dietrich, Roach. He got a haircut. He got a really tight haircut for his standards. He's usually a little shaggy. Very tight haircut all the way off the ears, skin fade on the neck, close, no sideburns. There was, he looks like a different person. Doesn't look like Roach right now. Or maybe this is Roach and what he's meant to be. I don't know. And here comes the first pitch. Jaden Moreno delivering to Michael Villagram. Villagram 1 for 3 in the tourney so far. Flares 1, bouncer. Hollick throw to first in time. 1 pitch, 1 out in the bottom or the top of the first here for the Hardhats. Brings up Moy Panduro. He has been the star of this series, or this tournament for the Zephyrs. 3 for 7 at the plate, 2 runs, 3 RBIs, and then pitched a 7-run, 3-hit shutout of the Alliance Peltzco Spartans, who scored 18 today. He threw a 3-hit shutout the entire way. 0-1. Panduro watches a ball outside and low. 1-2. Moreno. Fastball. Just misses. He flips his hair, puts it back into the hat, and it's 2-1. Curveball. Fought off. And there go the kids. 2-2. 2-2. Moreno delivers right down the middle. Chopped over to first. Dietrich catches it on hop, and that will be out number 2. So 2 down. Nobody reaching base so far. And it'll bring up Yarel Mendez. Mendez only played 1 game yesterday. Not sure why he wasn't in game 1. He went 4 for 4 with 3 singles and a double in that game. So he's batting 1,000, quite literally right now. Also had a pair of steals there. 0-2, Moreno. Curveball is teed off on, and he's 5 for 5. Mendez gets yet another single, his 4th in just a game and an out. He's having a tourney. Red hot stick for him. Carter Reesig up. He is the opposite. He is 0 for 6 with no walks. But he is the cleanup man for a reason, you would presume. Curveball right in the zone. It's 0-1. Ooh, a very quick pickoff move. Moreno really meant it that time. That was a real fastball delivered right to the dish, or right to the bag. 0-1. That's a fastball delivered to the dish. Over and in, and it is 0-2. 0 balls, 2 strikes. Moreno, no Ks so far, looking for his first. Reesig struck out twice so far in this tournament. Swing and a foul tip. He gets the K. Moreno's fastball, too much to handle. And nobody will score in the top of the first. 1 man gets on via a single hit. Moreno picks up his first strikeout of the ballgame, and we will go into the bottom of the first. Hardhats trying to separate here against Westco. 1 hit, no runs, no earned runs, no errors, 1 man left on. Nobody scores in the first for Westco. Oscar Felix now coming out. I remember him being a fearsome force last year. So, weird thing for Westco this tournament. So they beat that 4-0 on the back of Moy Panduro's pitching. 4-0 performance against Alliance, the Pelsko Spartans of Alliance. Alliance went on to score 18 against Huron in the game of the tournament earlier today, 18-12, where Huron made an 11-run comeback and then lost. It was a heck of a moment. But they lost, or they beat those guys handily, 4-0. But then they played the Shooters, the post 320 Shooters, the junior Legion team for the 2-19 post 320 Stars. You wouldn't expect them to be good. The Stars upset them 4-3. So you don't really know what to make of this team. A bad loss and a good win, you know? Doesn't really fit in. Lost the one they should have won the one they shouldn't have. Or that if they were capable of winning that game, why would they not win the other, you know? Anyways, Oscar Felix pulling up. Aiden Roberts gonna lead off. Going 1 for 3 last night. Hit by 2 pitches. Kind of probably hoping not to have that happen. Bright red socks, bright red arm. And some baby blue on the jersey. Yeah. So I hear. 1 out. Felix smacked. A chopper over to third. Riesig grabs it. The throw, not in time. Single. Or that'll be an error, actually. No, they call it a single. A single for Roberts. Infield single. Something to note. Oscar Felix, normally the shortstop. You following? Normally the shortstop. Not there right now. He is on the mound. Filling in for him is Carter Riesig, who has 2 errors in the game prior to this. So, no, that went down as an error. And now he has 3 errors, 1 in each of the games so far. Riesig not having a good tournament defensively. Carter Johnson up. He wears the glasses. He real fast. You hear the hum and the buzz of the lights, probably. I don't know if the camera picks that up or if I pick that up. Swung on and a high fly ball into center. Bolin underneath it. He makes the out. So 1 down here in the bottom of the first inning. Up comes Harry Good. He gets an ovation here. He's been a little cold since coming back. Not performing at that that 376 batting average, lead the team in home runs, RBIs, and hits kind of pace that he did last year. Taken off is Roberts. That's a good bunt down the line and foul. Look at the wheels on ump, man. He was sprinting right down there, no issues. The back pain not even showing. Oh, 1. To good. Very good. Lazy pickoff to try to catch Roberts. Oh, 1. Swing and a miss. On a pitch on the outside of the plate, Roberts stays put. And now down in the cone, 0-2. You'd expect not to see a bunt here, but I've seen Torvey do it once or twice. Outside, ball, and stealing second will be Aiden Roberts. 1-2 count now here to Good. Man on second in scoring position. On deck is Dietrich. Good was 1 for 4 last night. Swing and a miss on the changeup. He's out in front of it. Felix pulls the swing, or pulls the string there. And that'll be the first K of the day for him, second out of the inning. Here's Dietrich, the RBI leader for this team. Roberts capable of taking third. He's jumping around. Outside, ball 1. Dawson Barrett, the catcher for Westco, does have a solid arm. He was a really good, at catching pop balls, though. He had 3 of those in the last game. Smacked off the end of the bat to first. It's through Hidman, but backed up by Villagram, and they will be able to escape despite a bad scoop attempt from Hidman. That will end the first inning. So nobody scores in the first, either bottom or top. And we will enter the second inning, still locked at 0-0. So it's going to be a weird 3-4-1 put out because I'm assuming he touched it. I thought he touched it, and it went under his glove. So 3-4-1 put out. In that inning, 1 hit turns into no runs. 0 hits turn into 0 runs, 0 earned runs, 1 error on the shortstop, Riesig, and 1 man left on. Still zip. Moreno, pretty dominant first inning. I mean, you can't do much about Mendez. He just gets those. But took care of everybody else. Nothing left the infield. Never mind, I take that back. Mendez is singled it. Up comes Blake Grasmick. 0 for 5 at bats, but he has 2 walks. Grasmick. Grasmick, a bit of a hunchback here. Moreno, the first pitch, he kicks and delivers up and inside. A little bit of a spooky ball. 1-0. Strike. Never mind. Fastball misses outside. Elder behind the dish, not Benz today. Fastball high, and he's suddenly down on the count 3-0. For a guy whose trademark thing is going up on the first pitch in the count. It's a rough one. Moreno, 4-pitch walk. All of them looked like good pitches, but couldn't locate the zone. So, Grasmick on the base paths. He was caught stealing once last game. Did not steal any bases. Strike. Right on the outside of the plate. This is the big man, 6'5", 245 pounds. Ryan Hinman, the offensive tackle, defensive end combo for Scottsbluff High School. Her ball hit hard. Pollock flips to Kiefer. Kiefer to first. In time. Double play. That's textbook right there, guys. Pollock, Kiefer, Dietrich, and 2 go down. Brings up Dawson Barrett. Nobody on, 2 outs. 0 for 2 with a walk. Ball. Must have been just higher than I thought it was. I thought that clipped the zone. Apparently not. Strike delivered and fouled back. All the kids running. There's a helicopter going overhead. We didn't get that as our flyover. And that's just a helicopter for some reason. 2-1. 3-1. Moreno. Another walk. So, control an issue for him. At least at the moment. Courtesy runner coming in for Westco. The catcher allowed to be substituted on the bases every time. Now up to bat, Carter Meyer. First pitch, a ball inside. Moreno, representative of the number, Moreno, signified by his trademark first pitch strike. This is Traven Jackson on the base paths. Strike right down the middle. So Jackson over on first. 1-1 count to Meyer. Steps out of the box as Moreno steps back off of the rubber. 1-1. High ball, 2-1. Curveball loose, and it's 3-1. Moreno having some trouble. There's a strike at the top of the zone. Locates the changeup. And the count is full. The payoff. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Down goes Meyer. 2 strikeouts now in the game for Moreno. Despite walking 2, nobody scores. No hits, no runs, no earned runs, no errors. 1 man left on, and it is still 0-0. Hayden Hollick up to bat to lead off this inning. Felix pitched a pretty good first. Didn't allow anything but an error, so he didn't even allow anything. Made an out at first. Struck out Harry Good. Looking pretty solid so far. Thank you all for tuning into Hardhat TV. I'm Oliver Fell. Bringing you the 5th game of the day. I've been here since 7 o'clock in the morning. Bottom of the 2nd coming up here. First pitch, strike. Curveball locates. 0-1. That's going to be a bouncer over to 3rd. And stretching for it is Hinman. Out number 1 recorded, 5-3.
Number 23, designated here, Aaron Roach.
Here's Roach. Batting .500 last night. 1 for 2 with 2 walks, or 2 runs and 2 stolen bases. Strike right down Main Street. Felix keeps attacking the batters. Throwing balls right in the zone at the start. 0-1. Popped out of play. And now we go 0-2. Who was out there on the little balcony in left center? It's a team. Might be Huron. Because they're orange. Or is that the Expos? Let me zoom in with my camera. It's the Expos. The Expos are getting a front row seat in the little balcony we have out there behind the left center field wall. Outside, ball 2. Roach walked twice, struck out once last night. And got a hit once. Hit hard. Scooped. The throw. In time. 2 down now here in the bottom of the 2nd. Felix looking sharp. I was looking up Felix trying to see what stats we had on him, and the last thing that I could find for him was Baseball Factory when he was 5'3", 102 pounds. So I don't think that's relevant anymore. Tate Crosswood up to bat. He had a monster game last night. 3 RBIs, 2 runs. First pitch taken as a ball. Strike right down the middle. Crossway lays off it. Two, or 1-1. Swing and a miss. Big swing, big miss for Crossway. Crossway, 2-sport player, playing middle linebacker for Stevens High School. Fouled back. And it's 1-2. I believe he's going to the next level in that sport. In football. Yep, going to Northern State. He already has his photo in there. That's cute. All right, 1-2. Fouled back. Out of the stadium. Swung on and hit deep into right center. Caught by Bolin. He's got some range. That was a crushed ball. The team, luckily for or I guess in, good preparation for Westco, they all played the shift, assuming a left pole, or lefty pole, and he did so. So, end of the second inning, we are still scoreless. No hits, no runs, no earned runs, no errors, nobody left on. Feel like 2 outs into a no-hitter. Very long, or 2 runs. It's or 2 innings. Sorry, long day. Moreno coming back out for his 3rd inning of work now. He'll face the 9, 1, and 2. A very scary lineup. Sam Bolin is batting .500 across both games. Villagram, always a weird little wild card, and then White Panduro. Moreno, first pitch, up in the zone, strike. 0-1. Ball just outside. Reached on and poked to Kiefer. He'll pick it up. The throw in time. Kiefer is such a consistently good shortstop. He knows how to whip it. And that'll be out number 1. Second put out by Kiefer. And it'll bring up Michael Villagram. He grounded out to Hayden Hollick on a soft one in the first. Looking to improve. Pitched 3 innings, earned 2 runs, and the loss. Looking to be, I believe he's probably an underclassman. Relatively slender frame, not a lot of filled out, and not very tall. Popped back, and now ahead in the count, 0-2. It's Moreno. I guess it's 1-2, apparently. I thought it was 0-2. Fouled off. Big swing, just catches the top of the batter, or the bat. One, 2. Strike 3. Down goes Villagram looking. 3 Ks now for Moreno. Out 2 recorded. Okay. Panduro. Ball inside. He'll foul back. A fastball. Called strike. He catches the inside corner. One, 2. Ooh, everybody thought that was strike 3 from a distance. Instead, it'll be ball 2. Fouled back. Still 2-2. high, and we'll go to a full count. Yeah, it's still Coach Torvey. He's been here 6 years now. Same staff. There's still minor league coaches as well for our youth programs. You just kind of pass through. Think of it as like a JV varsity type deal. It's the same as like high school. That'll be a walk. Moy Panduro able to work it, and he'll bring up Mendez. 5 for 5 in the tourney so far, batting 1,000. Strike right down the middle. Moreno comes out firing. Big off attempt, not in time to catch Panduro. Panduro was actually in the chat earlier today on the first game of the day with Huron. Asked when the game started. I think he wanted to know how early he had to wake up. Or was showing it to a coach to say, hey, we're gonna be late today. Hotel. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Moreno yet again closes out the inning with a strikeout swing. His signature move, I guess. And that'll end the inning. So no hits turn into no runs. No earned runs, no errors. One man left on. And it's still scoreless. A little bit of a pitching duel. All right. Coincidentally enough, 10-4 the final score of last night's game between the Harrisburg Maroon and the Hardhats. Hardhats won that. After this game, they'll play the Miles City Outlaws. Outlaw Baseball Club from Miles City, Montana.
Leading off in the third, the 41 pitcher, Josh Elder.
All right. Coming up to bat, Josh Elder. The lefty, he puts down a bunt, and he's off to the races. Barrett, the throw, way high. Villagram back to, yet again, do a good job of backing up bad throws, and yet again, he'll save some bases. Crafty little bugger. And Josh Elder with a bunt single. Nope, never mind. No single. They take it away. That's an E2. I think he would have made it anyways. And since it didn't advance bases, I didn't think that was an error. But anyways. So an E2 on Barrett. Kiefer now up. He was batting 1,000 last night too. Smaller sample size, taking off, and Elder is safe. Villagram yet again backs up a bad throw. It's his thing. So 1-0 count. Elder, fast like our other catcher, Bentz. Felix comes set, stares back, and delivers. Hard hit through the gap. Keeper. Oh, they're going to hold Elder. Another single. That is officially the first hit off of Felix today, and the crowd's getting rowdy. A good crowd on hand. I'd say the stadium about 40% full. Which, considering, you know, you got a stadium that seats thousands, that's pretty dang good. Man on first and second. Kiefer stole a base last night. He's stolen quite a few recently. Taken high. This is Roberts looking. One-0 count. Taking off is Wilson. Kiefer. They throw. And Villagram intercepts it in the event that they ran in. Which state? We're post 22, Hardhats in Rapid City, and then this is Westco Zephyrs from Scottsbluff, Nebraska. Stolen base there. Roberts, who turns on one, hits it very hard and foul. Barrett yet to catch any of the stealing Hardhats. It's 1-2. Roberts' first time up, reached on an error by Bisick. Felix gives him one. Barrett doesn't know where it is. 1 run scores, and keeper will hold it third. Hardhats break the shutout. Wild pitch from Felix will bring in Elder. And now Kiefer, 90 feet away. I forget that the at-bat doesn't end. It's still 2-2. Roberts connects, floats one into center. Bolin coming in, and it'll drop. Kiefer coming in to score. RBI single. 3 consecutive hits for the Hardhats, and they're up 2-0. RBI single for Roberts, his first RBI of the series. Kiefer, somehow his first run, even though he reached base all 3 times he came up last night. Carter Johnson now up. He flew out to center before. Roberts stole second back in the first. I get the cautiousness with him on first base right now. Especially with Barrett being unable to seemingly make the throw. It's hit hard. It's a hit and run. That's going to go back into the corner. And no! Dropped by Bolin. Roberts turned around thinking he was going to have to come back. The ball bounces out of Bolin's glove. And that'll be an error that will allow Carter Johnson to reach second. He made very good contact with that. The second error of the game now on the Zephyrs defense. And it'll bring up Good. He struck out swinging his last time up. Usually better than that. Though this year it's been different. Oh, he was ready to send that one into the parking lot. Instead, he comes up empty. He was a little ahead and a little below. 0-1. I think he's getting frustrated. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Harry, I think something was mentioned about how at college, you know, he didn't put up the same numbers at post 22 because it's college. It's JUCO. It's good. He's good. He's very good. And despite playing 40 games, he didn't feel like he was achieving in that way. And so a little bit of something there. 1-2 count. Just got a piece of that curveball. Hopefully he moves. Sorry. That swung on and hit to left. It'll drop. And coming home, Roberts. Carter Johnson using his speed, and he will score 2 runs on the single. Yeah, that's just kind of how it goes. Maybe I need to move it forward or something. He's just having a convo with his buddies right now. Anyways, all the action was elsewhere. So that'll be a single. 2-run single for Harry Good. Good work from Johnson. He's so fast when he starts moving. I think he might be the fastest guy on the team. Phillip Bent's also in that conversation. Straight line speed. He's crazy. And Harry reaches second on the fielder's choice to throw home. Hardhats up 4-0. All right. They had a little mound visit. No. Oh, there's a kid now. Yes, he's moving. All right. Glad there's a kid. Thank you for breaking it up. Yippee. All right, we're back. Unobstructed. We are fine. All right. Taking off and no contest. Very good. Reaching third base. That's his 3rd stolen base of the tournament. 1-0 count now. Dietrich grounded out his last time up. Round first, he swings, turns on one, and that one headed into left. A RBI single. The Hardhats still no outs in this inning. 5-run inning, still no outs. Complete 180 from the last inning. This is the Hardhats we've seen in the last few weeks. Consistent, thorough, and powerful. So Dietrich on first. His buddy Hollick now up. That's a strike. Dietrich takes off to second. That'll be a stolen base for him. It was a strike, though, delivered inside the zone to Hollick. Felix, like I was saying, one of the better pitchers here. I do see some warm-up. I think that's Jackson Martinez. No, that's a guy on Alliance. Who is this? Trevin Jackson. Traven Jackson. Traven Jackson headed to the bullpen to start warming up, it looks like, with number 8. I know they haven't used Aiden Vargas yet. I remember him being pretty good. That swung on also into left. It'll get down. Dietrich being told to score. Bisick, the throw. It's a close one. They got him. So, a little too gutsy on the bases, but that's still another single. That means that the last 7 Hardhats have reached base successfully and safely. Sure, there were 2 errors, but, you know, you can't control that. So that'll be a 7-6-2 put out at home. A little caught stealing, and that'll be the first out of the inning. No. 15 at any time, and then after 4.5, it's 8 in this tournament. Hardhats quickly approaching that. So 15 at any time, or 8. But there's a reason that the mercy rule waits a while. Huron was down 11 runs in the middle of the third earlier today, and they came all the way back to tie at 12-12. Sure, they lost, but, you know, it was not an insurmountable lead. 1-1. Aaron Roach up. Outside ball taken. Roach without an RBI in this tourney, but does have 2 runs, 2 steals, 2 walks. And a hit. 2-1. Strike over and in. 2-2. Remember, this is a doubleheader. We get Miles City after this. I know it feels like the nightcap. Does for me too. But we scheduled 6 games today. Swung on right to Villagram. He makes the snag. And that'll be out number 2. Villagram looking very defensively competent today. He had some shaky things. Committed 2 errors in the first game. And then really turned it around halfway through. You watch football too, Igor? Aw, that's sweet. Okay. Dietrich. Low, 1-0. Sorry, this is not Dietrich, Kate Crossway. I'm tripping. Crossway had a great night last night. He can lift it out the park. He hit a really deep one in the last one, taking off, and no contest. Pollock stealing second. How many steals is that for the inning? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 steals. 5 steals by 5 different batters. Pretty cool. They only caught stealing the charge at home with Dietrich just a minute ago. Crossway pops one up. Could be playable. It is not. That'll leave a divot on the hill in left. 2 kids running for it. It's going to be close. Sliding and making the grab is the blonde one. Two 1 count. Two 1. He swings on one. Villagram catches a hot liner off a bounce. He's been great this inning. And that'll be the bottom of the third. I agree. So 5 score when the Hardhats had no outs. Is this Broden? No, is this still Moreno coming in for his 4th inning of work as we enter the top of the 4th inning? Recap that one for the Hardhats. 5 hits turn into 5 runs. One of them is earned. There are 2 errors on the center fielder Bolin and on the catcher Barrett, I mean. And 1 man left on. 5-0 to score. Hardhats need to keep their innings down though if they want to get to the championship instead of Cheyenne. Cheyenne already halfway there. Their doubleheader day is tomorrow. Let me look at their schedule. I believe it's sort of easy. They played Huron today, which was not easy. They had some trouble out the gate there. But, yeah. So Cheyenne Scottsbluff and Alliance. So they'll play Westco and Peltzco, which are not easy teams. Those are not easy teams. They're teams they should beat, but they should beat everybody in this tournament, really. They're the defending champions, finished Final Four at Nationals last year. First Wyoming team to ever do so, or ever even make it to Shelby. And they did it again, or they did it with most of the core that is here today. 0-1. High and inside. I say most of the core. They lost their top two guys. They lost Feezer and McAnally, but they still got Tafoya. Strike. They still got Corey. They still got Pearson. They still got Coates. They still got George. Seeley. I got a lot of guys. 1-2. Strike 3 at the belt. And that'll be out number 1 here in the top of the 4th inning. Moreno, 5 Ks so far. Pitching very well, just 1 hit allowed. It was all the way back in the first. He has walked 3 guys, though, so, watch for that. Break Grasmick now up. He walked on 4 pitches and was caught in a double play back in the second. Curveball makes the man duck, almost finds its way into the zone regardless. Strike right down Main Street, and it's 1-1. Another, never mind, ball. Must have been inside. Two-one count. Moreno fires. Swing and a miss. Nothing but air on the stroke by Grasmick. Moreno, 5 punch-outs so far. Looking for a 6th. Just a little low on the changeup and is full. It could have been a splitter. Does he have a splitter? I don't think he has a splitter. Does he? Full count. Fastball. Fouled off. All right. Full count. Payoff. Right down the middle. Moreno with his 6th strikeout in less than 4 innings pitched. And 2 down now here in the top of the 4th. He's pitching fantastically for the junior. Junior at Rapid City Christian. To my knowledge, that's where he told me last year. So unless he switched schools or something, that should be right. Curveball in the dirt. 1-0. Low ball on Hinman. Hinman, 6'5", 245, with eye black and a mustache. Probably an intimidating sight in Legion ball. Swing and a miss. Probably an intimidating sight just about anywhere in life. Not gonna lie. That's like bouncer material. So, 2-1. Fouled back by Hinman. 2-2. Moreno keeping his composure, however. Curveball is popped into right. Could be playable. No. It'll fall harmlessly foul. Two count. Right down the middle. He strikes out the side. Moreno, 7 down on Ks. Nobody even thinks of reaching base this inning. And the shutout through 4 continues. No hits, no runs, no earned runs, no anything. And it's 0-5. If the Hardhats put up 3 in the bottom of the inning, make it an 8-0 game, and then shut out Westco in the top of the 5th, they will mercy roll. Yet again, leading off the inning is Josh Elder. He reached on what I thought was an infield single, what they thought was a bad error throw from the catcher, Dawson Barrett. The Beastie Boys make the best montage music out of anything. Like you're in a sports montage, like you're trying to show like what they did in a tournament, or like, you know, who a team is. You throw a whole bunch of clips over that, a little bit of audio from the calls mixed in, and boom. Look at Torby with the speed. The soon-to-be South Dakota Hall of Famer. Still moving like he did when he was an All-American. Josh Elder. Awaiting. He did a drag bunt his first time up. Ball low. Yeah, that's a good point. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. One count here to Elder. Swung on right down the line and foul. Some serious exit velo on that thing. Hinman fell over trying to turn at it, but it didn't end up mattering since it went wide of first base. We could totally run the other direction, by the way. It's only because righties run the world. And we like to run right. Like, you could totally go left after you get a hit. It would change nothing. The rules are just the way they are, because most people like them that way. Full count to Elder. Elder awaiting the payoff from Oscar Felix. Felix, Cox delivers, swing and a miss in the dirt. Barrett throwing, and Hinman able to catch it for the out. So, strikeout. That'll be the second strikeout of the game for Oscar Felix in this one for Westco. Everybody yelling at him in the dugout. Kiefer getting a bunch of harassment from his own bullpen right now, probably just for a joke. All right. 1-0 count. Felix gives it one. Hit right up the middle and through. He'll split the uprights on the defense. Thinks about 2. Not going to get it there. But a pretty little single. His second of the game. He is 3 for 3 on the tourney. Last time he was on, he stole a base as soon as he got there. So Oscar Felix got to be feeling a little bit nervous. Coach Torby practically standing on first base with him right now. Usually a third base coach playing first right now. One out. Bunt shown. It has backspin. It's a good one. That's beautiful. Aiden Roberts with a gorgeous bunt. Backspin just outside the brown. He's reached base every time that he has scored, or every time he's been up. 2 singles and reaching on an error from Beasing. So 2 on, 1 out. Hardhats trying to extend their lead. Carter Johnson up. He hit a fly ball to center in the first inning. That one didn't go well. It was caught. The other time he hit it to center, it went well. It was dropped. Oh, Johnson fouls it away. The trainer with a grab. He gets a little clap from the dugout. Both runners taking off. They would have easily been safe, but have to come back on the foul ball. And now we'll probably get some time spent trying to keep them at their bases. Roberts fully, disappearing behind Hinman. Felix, ball in the dirt. 1-1. Was keeper hiding behind the ump? I think he might have been. 1-1 count. Felix. Oh, time granted. Felix got set, got ready, but time granted to Carter Johnson. He wears the glasses. They help him see. I wonder if he's ever lost them while sliding into a base or broken them like that. I bet he has. Glasses break all the time. Two one. And both runners take off. Barrett, the throw, bouncing. And they'll be able to get in the way of it. Grasmick gets a glove on it. He's not able to make the catch, but it doesn't matter. Double steal. And it's a 3-1 count. Kiefer now at 4 stolen bases. Roberts now at 2. Carter Johnson fouls one back. It got into that part of the night where it's in that unfortunate spot where the ball starts in the light and then goes into the darkness. And that probably is, if I were to guess, kind of hard to hit through. So full count. Johnson, hard hit. Grasmick gloves it. The throw, bouncing. And Hinman with a good play, scooping it out of the dirt. Hardhats put one more on the board. But Grasmick with a good snag on a scorcher down the line. And Hinman with the scoop. It's a good job. So Kiefer scores his second run of the game. Roberts moves to third. And Harry up. He had an RBI 2-run single in the last inning. Up and inside, he twitches a little, decides not to swing. Running a neural network in there. It's technically true. It just sounds better when you say it like that. Spun and swung on, hit foul. One. Oscar Felix kicks, delivers, low in the dirt. Barrett does a good job to stay in front of it. 2-1 count. Several kids on the concourse using their gloves, trying to chase down foul balls. The Expos no longer in left center having a picnic. Inside, ball 3. It's sad. Maybe they got done with their picnic and it was like time to go to bed for the night. They have 2 games tomorrow, including a 7:30 game, so I get why they'd have to go to bed early. I have to be there for that game anyways. Swing and a miss, full count. The payoff from Felix. Delivered. Strike 3! Right at the knees. He rings him up. Cat checks him out, hands him the receipt. And only 1 run scores in the bottom of the 3rd, or the 4th. The 3rd strikeout of the game by Felix. So in that inning, 2 hits turned into 1 run. It is earned to the pitcher Felix. There are no outs or no errors, and 1 man is left on 3rd. That is Aiden Roberts, and it is 6-0. This is not going to be one continuous broadcast. I split it up into 2 to be more consistent with the rest of the broadcast. So once this one is finished, you will go to the YouTube channel. You will see the other one that says Outlaw Baseball, or Post 22 Hardhats versus Outlaw Baseball Club. The one with the different thumbnail that says it's scheduled to start. I need to change that because it probably says it's like scheduled to start at 7, because that's what it was originally. But obviously it's not starting at 7 because it's 7:15 right now. Did I move it to 8? I did. I should still move it back a little because that opening ceremony took longer than I thought. We'll move it to 8:15. Feels like a good estimate. Moreno pitching a masterpiece thus far against the Zephyrs. Dawson Barrett now up to bat. Both of those last names, neither of them first names, but they're both used as first names. Foul ball, strike 1. Oh, 1. Grounded hard, foul. 0-2. The 0-2 from Moreno. He's got the sun in his eyes. Delivers regardless. High. Okay, 1-2. Yeah. That's low and outside. Hey there, Liam. Nice to see you. You've been here all day with us. Hardhats trying to improve to 2-0 before their 3rd game of the tournament later against the Outlaw Baseball Club. Ooh, that's called ball. Okay, so full count, payoff. Fastball is hit high and deep into left, crossweight. Finding himself underneath it, he makes the grab. So 1 put away now here in the top of the 5th. And Carter Meyer now up. So both teams have a right fielder named Carter. It's kind of neat, I guess. Kind of similar builds as well. That's a ball, apparently. High. And it's 2-0. Alright, I'm adding too many strikes. There's actually 0 strikes yet. Moreno. That's a strike. Right down the middle. Oh yeah, LIU is beating them. Go Sharks. Let's go. Alright. Low. and 3-1. The NEC is out taking names from 1 seeds. They did it with Farley Dickinson and Purdue. Now with North Carolina, that's a strike. Oh, you guys are meeting up again. Full count. Payoff pitch, fouled, but in and out of the glove of Josh Elder. And the at-bat will continue. Carter Meyer given some extra, given a second life here in this at-bat. Full count. Moreno, probably a fastball again. It is, and he gets it right by Carter Meyer for the 8th strikeout of the ball game. Voice broke there, but you didn't hear it. That's going to be hit high. Dietrich thinks he has it. He does. And that'll be the inning. So Moreno, 5 one-hit innings for him. He's been fantastic. 8 strikeouts on the game. He's harvesting those innings. Hardhats have a chance to walk it off here. 2 runs at the bottom of the 5th would end the game. No hits, no runs, no earned runs, no errors, nothing of the sort. And it is still 6-0. Hardhats need 2 more to walk it off. Technically, they could, if they believe Moreno would not allow anything for a complete game, they could harvest innings pitched to dilute their total innings pitched. But that's also like winning at blackjack and putting back half of your winnings on the next hand, you know? So put some of that away. Just cash your 5 scoreless. Don't push your luck. And we have a relief pitcher. It is Traven Jackson. Traven Jackson, his first appearance in the tournament thus far. He'll face the heart of the order, Dietrich, Hollick, and Roach. The curly hair gang. Well, Roach has kind of curly hair like me. It's just sort of curly. Hollick's is straight up, very curly. It goes all the way around 100 or 360 degrees. And then, yeah, Dietrich doesn't have straight hair, but he has something else. Dietrich. First pitch, a spike doesn't even make it to the batter's box. Look at that nimble umpire. 1-0 count. Outside, 2-0. Low again. Three out. Dietrich happy to take a walk here. Bringing the tying run to the plate, and he will do just that. So the person of Hayden Hollick represents the tying run, or the walk-off run, sorry. Hardhats having a dominant thing here. Especially coming from the, what I would argue would be the number 3 pitcher behind Lighty and Negebauer. Moreno is showing that the Hardhats have serious tournament depth. That one a wild pitch, so Dietrich does not get credit for the steal. There's a ball. If I'll get on, I bet Roach, Crosswade, and Elder will bring him in. Popped out of play. That ball probably below the zone. Just from what I could see up here. Hit hard into center, and it'll drop. Coming home is Dietrich. The ball gets by the center fielder, but Hollick will stay at 1. Another run scores for the Hardhats. And, sorry, it's the bottom of the inning. And an RBI single for Hollick. Dietrich scores for the first time today. He got caught his last time coming home. And Roach is up. He's somehow 0 for 2 in the game. Just one of 2 batters to not have a hit. Or at least reach base. Big swing, big miss on a ball upstairs. Now the ball comes from the light, goes to the dark, comes to the light, goes through the light, and then comes to the dark again. That ball looks invisible to me. Like the way it does that, it doesn't, my eyes don't focus. It might be harder for Roach as well. But my eyes can't focus on it. Like it blurs past me until it's all the way in the dark. 0-2. That's hit hard into left, but foul. He cranked that one. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter. Still 0-2. Somebody's getting called to the concession stand. Like a principal's office announcement. You think they're going to be forced to, like, cook the burgers now? Who knows? 0-2. Roach takes one at the knees, and Hollick will stay. I actually thought that Hollick was already on second because I'm so used to them stealing. And I was like, oh, I'm wrong. Let me switch things. One-two count. Popped out of play to the batting cages. I think a kid caught it in his glove. That's pretty neat. Usually there's a bounce. I was waiting for the sound. It didn't happen. And I see a kid with a glove. He just predicted exactly where that foul ball would go. Made the grab. It's popped up. Should be playable. Nope. Hey! It's caught by the Miles City player that's just warming up next to the opposing dugout. He's doing like little exercises, has his glove on, makes the grab. I think he's going to keep that ball. Kind of a neat memento. 1-2. Roach, he squares up on one into center. Hollick going to hold up. But an RB, or a single nonetheless. Roach gets on the board in the hit category. Makes 8 hits for the Hardhats. Crossway 0 for 2 today. Had a great night last night. Maybe he's more of a game 2 kind of guy. Maybe he's a nightcap guy. Who knows? Does better under the big lights. Lights are on right now, but it doesn't make much of a difference, as the sun hasn't really set. 1 out. These lights come on way too early. I'm just going to say that. Like, we're wasting a lot of power. First pitch a ball, second pitch a ball. It's 2 balls to no strikes. Two out. Crossway can end the game here with a hard hit. Up and outside, 3-0. Remember, if Holly scores, the inning is over, or the game is over. And we'll move on to game number 2 with a doubleheader. Well, and the Hardhats will win, but, you know. Strike 1. On deck is Elder. Two one. Jackson checks, delivers. Fouled off by Crossway. And going to be picked up there by the ump. Checks the ball, says, that's a good one. You can have it back. Still no outs in the inning. Crossway has not struck out today or in the tournament. Hit hard and foul. Got my hopes up. Come on, man. Don't do that to me, Tate. Just get a hit. 2-2. Jackson checks, delivers. Popped up, foul. And we'll continue. We are on 9 pitches to this at bat. No, set 8 pitches. This will be the 9th. Three-two. Both runners prepped and ready to sprint. Inside, ball 4. Crossway uses the patience, and he will complete the full set of Hardhats who have reached base today. They're pulling Jackson, maybe, which would be something when you're 1 base away from the game being over, right? Like at this point, just eat it. You don't want to use somebody else and make him sit out a day. Nah, he's staying in. They're changing a glove out, though. There he goes. All right, so now up, Josh Elder. Bases are loaded. He can hit a grand slam just for fun of it. A sac fly would also do it. A ground out where they can't get to home would also do it. Just about anything would do it. Up and outside, a walk also would do it. A hit by pitch would do it. Wild pitch would do it. Ball getting, I don't know, swallowed by the ground would do it. 1-0. Jackson. Hit hard. Foul. Dang it. 1-1. Even a double play here wouldn't necessarily finish the inning. Well, wouldn't ever finish the inning, but it wouldn't necessarily keep him off the board. 1-1. Hard hit, flare, foul. He's making really good contact. He's just a little too early on these pitches. Or in that case, I think he was check swinging. 1-2. Jackson up and away. He's throwing right in the zone. I mean, he's throwing strikes. Two-two. Hit hard, right to V. Whoa! Double play! Viagram! Again! Who is this kid? That should have been it. Instead, it's a double play. And all of a sudden, the Hardhats not going to get out of this. That was a moment. Viagram, his second big thing there. And up comes Kiefer. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. A single here would definitely end it. First pitch ball. Michael Viagram. He must be young, too. He looks really young. Serious star in the making. He's got the senses. He's got the touch. He's got some solid stuff. Two out. Swung on, and it will be hit into center. His third single of the day. It's past the center fielder, but none of it matters. That'll be the ball game. Right? Yep, that's it. The Hardhats walk it off in the bottom of the 5th. 8-0 the final. And they will win game 1 of the doubleheader. Now up to 2-0 on this 2-0 in the tournament. All right, so we're gonna have a quick little turnaround here. Give Miles City the time they need to warm up. And considering it's 7:35 right now, 8, a pretty good estimate for where we're going to start. Woohoo! And I will get you all those lineups, everything. I'm going to make a quick graphic showing the updated standings of both sides of the Veterans Classic pool play. But thank you all. So, all right, goodbye, Igor. So, okay, we have a second stream. I will come on in about 10 minutes at 7:45. I'll do a little pregame. We'll get ready. That's Miles City versus the Hardhats, also on YouTube. So, if you're on this, go to YouTube right now. Go to the channel. Like, click on, the icon and whatever. And then go to the Miles City one. And I'll see you in 10 minutes. All right? Final. Yeah, a good point. All right, so final here in game 1 of the doubleheader. Post 22 Hardhats, 8. Scottsbluff, Westco Zephyrs, 0. 2-0 now in the tournament. Next one up, Miles City. See you in a minute.